Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Holly Gagnon, chairperson and co-CEO of Artemis Strategic Investment Corporation. We also have Phil Kaplan, who's president and co-CEO of Artemis as well. It's great to have the both of you with us. We're going to discuss the types of companies Artemis is looking to merge with. And Phil, I'd like to start with you. Why did you form Artemis?
Great, thank you. Great to be here, Jill. We formed it. We were looking broadly and having worked together in our sector, which is the experiential economy. There's so much transition going on where you have technology overlaying a generational shift in the way that consumers spend money towards experiences and away from buying physical goods, especially get to millennial and Gen Z. And Holly and I both have long track records of being game changers in this sector in our careers. And we saw that it was a great time with the mainstreaming of SPACs where we can form a partnership with a great management team to really help them grow and take advantage of these trends that underpin our broad space.
And with that said, what kind of company are you looking to merge with, Phil?
We work across entertainment, hospitality, and with a special emphasis around gaming in the wagering sense. Also, we would be very open, just given my own background with technology that complements Holly's in hospitality and wagering management, where we would take over a technology platform that is impacting the space, either a B2B kind of a platform or a B2C, and help that management team grow faster and have a very smooth public launch. This sector has over $1 trillion of spend in it. It's a large sector, so changes. You can talk about very large orders of magnitude of spend. I will say, from an experience perspective, we want to be somewhere where we add value, right? So we've both been CEO operators in multiple entertainment businesses with digital components as well as physical assets. And we have gaming experience from the angle of wagering and from the angle of video games, both very large, multi-$100 billion type areas. And we're looking for, again, something where we have a transformational angle where we can apply our expertise and help a management team execute a great public company.
And Holly, how is Artemis differentiated from other investors in this space, SPAC or otherwise?
Well, first of all, and I think Phil touched on it, is that we're operator led. And the entire team, as well as our board and our advisors, we're all kind of related in one degree of separation. So we've worked in this ecosystem for a long time, and we have varying degrees of subject matter expertise, which I think really, if you look at the stats, 85% of the most successful SPACs have been operator led. And so I think that definitely is a differentiator for us.
And when we think about the impact of COVID, and we heard a lot about gaming and technology as we've been going through this pandemic, what were some of the impacts that you've seen?
Well, first of all, it was just such a hard thing for Phil and I with the organizations that we're associated with to kind of go through COVID and pull properties through that time. So it certainly wasn't easy, but we also recognized that there was a rapid acceleration of the acceptance of digital transactions and experiences. And we really identified that early on, that was going to be a game changer for the industry, and also to really leapfrog in front of some other, be very disruptive in front of some other companies. We look at, people don't want to handle cash like they used to. People are, of all different age segmentations are adapting to doing their banking. So, that acceleration, I think, really translates to new business models for hospitality and entertainment.
Right. So it sounds like these trends are certainly here to stay and we're not going back pre-COVID.
No, I think a couple things. One is that consumers have really a demand now. They have an expectation that companies provide speed and digital and ability to do what I call frictionless. So when we're there when a customer wants you there, but don't make them jump through hoops and allow them to do things independently. So I do think that is not a trend. That is actually going to be a change in consumer preference.
All right, Holly, Phil, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jill.
Jill.